Hi guys, welcome back. I guess you could call this season 2. New van, new name, and a lot more new ideas for this van. I've got more height, more length, so I can put a lot more into this van. So first things first though, in my group and in a lot of other Facebook groups online, one of the main things that a lot of people ask is, what order do you do things in the van? Obviously, if you've spent the last couple of months, some people even longer, looking at layouts and looking at other people's builds and their designs and what they've done, once you pick your van up and you've got an empty shell, it can be quite daunting because the van will look a lot smaller than what you pictured in your head from what you've been looking at. It'll be daunting. You won't know where to start, and a lot of people do ask, where do you start? So with this van build, I'm going to break it down into stages in order as a guideline of which way you would do things. For me, stage 1 would be to take all the any plywood, anything off the walls, rip the floor up, check everywhere for rust, for anything that needs rectifying on the van first before you start the van build. Taking out the bulkhead as well, if you're taking it out. Some people don't want to, and just checking everywhere, even on the roof as well, especially on the roof. But the main thing is the floor. You need to make sure the wheel arches are all fine, make sure everything is okay, ready for the build, the conversion. So in this one, I will break it down. Sometimes they might change. For example, if it's raining and I planned on putting the windows in, then I'll probably jump onto another stage that I can do. So sometimes it might change, but it's more of a guideline on which order to do things. So the van build will still be on a budget. Fair enough, I have got a bigger budget than last time, but it's still going to be on a budget. I will be adding things like a shower in this one, but it'll be a budget shower. This one I have got to add a diesel heater because my last one come with a diesel heater, this one doesn't, so I've got to add that. I'm adding more windows this time, but it's budget option. Batteries, more batteries, but again, budget option. So I will be spending a lot more, but I'll still be keeping the prices low. On this build, I've got £6,500. The van cost me £3,400. So if I take that out, put that there. So there's my first out the budget, and I'm left with £3,100 for the actual build. I'm not going to spend all that. I don't need to spend all that. So yeah, so I've already spent £3,400, and as I go along I'll add it all up to keep track. Again, I will be looking on free sites, such as the marketplace on Facebook, free sites, selling sites. I'll be looking on places like that for things like wood again. The mattresses, I'll be checking out for them. Different things that I could possibly use in the van. It's a good way of saving a lot of money. On the last build, even down to the mattresses, I think I saved just over £100 on mattresses for the seats and our bed. So all good. Already, someone in our group has kindly donated rear travel seats, and it comes with the unwing rails as well, and I was giving them for free, and that is really, I'm really impressed with that, and I'm really thankful for it as well. Once again, that has already saved me quite a lot of money because the type of seats they are and the rails that they're on, they're the quick release ones. You'll see it in about stage 2, I think. They are really good, great quality. So I've started taking off the sides already, but I'll carry on now and getting all this done. And the next thing I need to do, most importantly, is take all the sides off, set the floor up, and check everywhere to make sure everything's okay. In the last van, when I took the floor up, I noticed there's a lot of rust, so I had to sort out the rust, get rid of the rust, and then treat it so it didn't come back or didn't spread. But I've took the sides off now, as you can see, and behind, really good condition. There's a few holes in the floor, so I need to sort the holes out. Nothing major, it's just screw holes, so that's not a problem. The sides all perfect, so all good. Just needs a little clean. Yeah. The joys of having a high top, nobody can ever reach the roof. Lovely. So there we go. It had bird shit on top of bird shit, on top of crap, and now I've got a nice clean roof to work with. So I'm hoping tomorrow, if it's dry, I can get the 2 vents put in. Still need to put a solar panel on there as well, but I haven't managed to get one yet. So I'm going to have a vent at the front, vent at the back, and then the solar panel in the middle. I'm only having one solar panel, so I'm going to have about a 325 watt panel rather than having 2 or 3 panels. So all good, nice and clean. So I've given the floor a good clean now, sponged it down, give it a nice chamois, and the amount of dirt and rubble underneath was unreal. A whole black bag full, and it was heavy. So I probably just saved a good few kilograms of weight in the van. But yeah, the floor is now clean. There is quite a few screw holes in here. Luckily these ones are only small, so what I'm going to do with these ones, I'm just going to rub them down, make sure they're not rusty. I will treat them on top and underneath, treat the rust, just bare metal, and then I will just Sikaflex these. If there was any bigger, I think there is a few big ones, to be fair. Yeah, back door. So there's a couple along the back. With them ones, what I'll probably do is I'll use a penny, or Sikaflex a penny on the top, and then Sikaflex underneath as well. Because they're only small holes, a penny will be fine. The wheel arches, all perfect. That just needs a bit more of a wash. Everywhere. Same that side, all perfect. I remember in the last van that I had, the whole of the roof was rusty. It was really bad. But in here, the roof, it looks brand new. Looks really good. So, luckily on my floor, I don't need to sort any rust. Once you've taken the walls down, ripped up the floor, cleaned it all out, got rid of all the rubbish, because guaranteed if it's an old van, you're going to have a lot of rubbish underneath. So all that's done, the floor is spotless now, apart from a couple of tea stains. If you have got any rust, I'm quite lucky I haven't actually got any on the floor to sort out in this van. So I can't really show you this process because I don't want to take my paintwork down to bare metal if I don't need to. So, but I do recommend you come in a pack of 3. You can get them from B&Q, Screwfix, Toolstation, and they're probably cheaper on Amazon and eBay. But a pack of 3 wire brushes and the drill bits. So they go into your drill. They won't work on impact drivers, but any normal rattler drills, chuck key ones and chuckless key ones, I'll work in them. Do recommend them. And then you literally, with this, just drill over where the rust is, take it back down to bare metal so there's no rust. Once you've got down to bare metal, wipe it off, give it a clean. Then in the last van I use this, which is Rustin's Rust Converter. I think it's about £8 or £9, probably less than that. I can't remember how much it was. But I bought this for the last van, and I used quite a lot. The last van was bad. I had the ceiling, quite a lot on the ceiling to sort out, and the floor was atrocious. So I did use quite a lot. Side step as well. I had to do the whole side step. And what that does, once it's dry, once you've got rid of the rust and put this on, use a paintbrush. And what this does is it keeps it watertight, keeps oxygen away from it, and it prevents the rust from coming back. So it's definitely handy. There is other different ones, red oxide, that's another one. There's loads of different ones. They all pretty much do the same, and yeah, that's the one I use for the van. So plenty to choose from. So unfortunately I can't show you in this one. As I say, I don't want to take any metal, any paintwork back down to bare metal in here because I don't need to. So all good. So that is the first stage done, getting the area ready for the conversion. Checked everywhere, everything is sound, so all good. With the holes, the screw holes in the floor, I'm not going to cover them yet because I'm working in the van doing different parts. I don't want to put any Sikaflex over the holes because I don't want to be walking on Sikaflex, and I don't want to waste an hour or 2 hours waiting for it to dry to come back in. So I'm going to do that once I come along with the insulation. I'll go ahead and cover the holes in, so that'll be sorted at a later date. But yeah, for stage 1, that is pretty much it. The next stage is the layout. Trying to work out where you want everything, because you can't really start fixing anything or putting insulation down until you know where everything is going. So I've got side windows to put in. I'm going to leave them for now, because my first thing is I want to get the seats in. So my first job now is to sort out the rails on the seats, get them in place fixed so the rails are in place, get the seats out, and then I can start with the windows and stuff. So all good. So that is stage 1 done now. I hope this has helped, and if it hasn't, if you don't like it, let me know. I don't mind. So but yeah, I hope this has helped, and see you on the next video. Take care.